Charlani here. Today is planting day. This has been a day that I feel like I have been preparing for months, and I can't wait. I cannot wait to get my hands dirty, to get my flowers in the ground. Well, they're pretty much just leaves right now, but I anticipate that they are going to grow into big, beautiful blooms, and my piece of our yard is going to be a beautiful cut flower garden. That's my vision. So this is, the structure is done. Rob and I, we built our flower bed. It is 4 feet by 8 feet. It was super easy to build, and just for the record, I could have done it myself, but Rob came in and helped me just kind of screw in all the things that needed to be screwed in, and it was, again, really easy to build. We got that outside. We had filled up all of the dirt. It was hard work, but we got kind of the structure of what I wanted out there. And then over the last few weeks, I have been collecting some pots, and we now are ready. So I'm gonna actually pop outside because I created this game plan of how I wanted to get everything planted out there. However, I had written down like how many actually sprouted or bloomed, well, not bloomed, but how many sprouted and how many tubers came up, and that has since changed. Even just up to 3 days ago, my last dahlia tuber came up, and actually yesterday we had one come up. So I have a lot more than I had planned for. So I'm gonna pop outside and just kind of take a look at and actually write like in this grid style where I have pots, so I know what I'm gonna plant in pots, what I'm gonna plant in the flower bed. We also have flower beds that are around the space that already have blackberries and kiwis planted in them. So I want to kind of do like a grid like this, so I know exactly where I am planting everything, and I know that I have space and I can accommodate everything that I have. We've got the dahlias, we've got zinnias, we've got a couple of cosmos, a couple of daisies, so just some things. So let's pop outside, let's take a look, let's get the lay of the land. And I'm gonna take this book with me. This is my garden book. And let's go make a plan as to what we're gonna do for the rest of this day. Sorry about all the noise, but listen, I live in suburbia. We got neighbors doing their lawns and doing their things. It is what it is. So we're gonna have to maybe deal with a little bit of the background noise. But this is what I've got right here. And very happy about what we get to plant today. Again, I've been waiting for this day for a really, really long time. So my main goal here, everything has been hardened off. Even all of this stuff did beautifully last night. We don't have any more days of frost. So we are good to go. In fact, I don't see on the weather schedule that we have any weather that is under 50 degrees. From here until probably winter. So, well, it's Texas. You never know. Weather can change in an instant. So I do have, this is one of my Thomas Edisons, and I actually have another one. Let's go grab her real quick. But look it, we just noticed her last night. Oh my gosh. So this is the only one that did not come up. But I still have hope. It took all that time for this one to come through, so you just never know. So we'll put her in a vase if she decides she wants to be a part of this year's garden. But for now, we'll go ahead and grab this and we'll put them in the back because we need to know, we need a place for her, obviously. All right, so we're just gonna put this guy right here for now. So what I was debating on was if I should do 9 here, 9 here. That kind of makes most sense. But my original game plan was to put the dahlia here and then zinnia here. But I'm just gonna kind of take inventory of exactly what I have. And I'm so happy that I have these stakes in here so that I can go in and see what each one is, because I would like to plant them as much in line by color, so I kind of have an idea of what it's gonna look like when everything is blooming. So I have a couple of other dahlias just around. We've got one in this pot here, this one here, and these Thomas Edisons looked awful. The tubers were moldy, they were super, super dry, so I honestly assumed they were just like dead. So I just put them in the terracotta, not planning on really doing anything with them. But I need to transplant this guy because obviously we can't leave a big old dahlia in a small pot like that. So this is another one, so let's actually grab this, put this one over here. So I'm gonna just kind of step back, take inventory, and then create the game plan of what I want here, what I want in all of these pots that are around, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But here's what I'm thinking. I went ahead and I counted everything I had and I just wrote it down here, and then I did a super rough draft of this area here. And I think what I want to do, because I was debating on like, what do I want the like, what's the front? Which side is the front? And I think I want this side to be the front. And then this side is kind of like the back, but this is where you come in from outside. And I'm thinking that right here, just right out here, would be really cool to, I don't know, put something that blocks it here. Like, I'm anticipating what this is gonna look like, and it really truly just gives me all the life. Like, you can see truck out front. And I'm like, that just kills the vibe, but that's all right, we'll figure it out. So let's get back inside and really make a game plan of what I want where. I kind of place things where I wanted them. We're gonna put hibiscus here, we've got sage here, another sage there, we've got hibiscus there, 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 and then I've also got some here. Rob and I we're weeding, de-weeding all of these beds in here. So it was really easy also to pull this out of the dirt, and I'm thinking that we'll get a trellis or some kind of something where these can kind of climb up. That's kind of what we're thinking we're gonna do. But we're kind of just gonna play it by ear. We're gonna get what we need, which is all the dirt. We need a lot of dirt because these need to be filled up just a little bit more, just a couple inches, and it'll make planting so much easier too. It's been raining off and on for the last week, which is also really nice because now everything is gonna be so much easier to plant. So, all right, let's get inside. I'm gonna think about what I wanna do and we'll go from there. Now listen, I am a planner girl at heart. Is this extra? Probably, but not only is it fun for me, but it's also allowing me to make space, make sure that I use everything that I have. And my thought is that if I plan it out, I'm gonna save time when I'm actually out there planting because I know where everything's supposed to go, and I'll utilize the space I have in the best way. Okay, I think we have a good game plan. Rob and I are going to go and get some soil and just a couple of little knick-knacky things, and then we'll get to planting. This is, I'm pretty sure, just going to be, let's get out there, get our hands dirty, see how it goes. I think I have a pretty good game plan. It might change on the fly. I have that option. That's what's beautiful about this process. So let's go run some errands, and then let's get in the garden. Ready? All right, time to unload. We got one of these guys here too to get all of those weeds out. All right, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am gassed. But we've got all of the dirts filled up in here. We de-weeded, and yeah, love. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to kind of refresh and get some food. I need some fuel to tackle the rest, but now we are ready for the planting part. So I'm gonna go have lunch, then I'll come back, clean up a little bit, and then we're gonna get to planting. I am eating to fuel. We've got healthy proteins with a healthy fat. We've got veggies. We've got a healthy carb. This is gonna be for some energy. Obviously, I need some water. And then I've got my game plan right here. So I'm just gonna sit here while I eat and kind of structure this out, knowing what I have. And now that we've de-weeded, I have a much better view of how much space I have in these side flower beds as well. And there's actually a lot of space in there. So I'm gonna kind of configure how I want things to look, where I want things to go. That way when I head back out there, I'll know exactly what I'm doing. I'll have a game plan for it. I won't lie, I'm super tired right now. It's 2:30. But I think this is gonna give me the energy I need for that final push. And the final push is the fun part. It's prettying everything up and getting everything in the ground. So yeah, let's eat and then get back out there. Pardon the all over the place. This is definitely not professional, but this is what we're going with. Maldini's here, Mottos, Glories, and Thomas Edison's. And actually, we're gonna do Thomas Edison here, Glories here. I just think that color will be pretty. The pinks, orange, purple, then yellow. Then I'm gonna have 2 rows of the zinnias here, and then I'm gonna do mixed right here, and then white in the very, very back. I think that's gonna look really pretty. Then I'm gonna pot up the marigolds, the daisies, the Ike's Girl, and one of the Thomas Edisons. And then we'll just kind of see where we're at, see if there are anything that I can plug in to any of these side ones, see what pots I have left, and yeah, We'll switch it up on the fly if we need to. And this is what I've got left, but this has given me exactly the fuel that I needed. Would it have been nice to have like a big burger or something? Yeah. But we were fueling for energy for sure, and I'll tell you, it was really, really yummy. Drank 2 of those bad boys right there. I'll finish this up and then head outside. So I went in and I put on one of Rob's belts because my jeans have stretched out so much. And by the way, yeah, that would be a little bit of weight loss, so we will take it. But my clothes are all starting to just fit a little bit too big, which I'm not complaining about it. However, it's just a little bit uncomfortable. So I went ahead, I kept pulling my pants up, which was so annoying. But I also, since we're planting now, I'm gonna go ahead and put my little belt thingy on because it'll be a good place to put my pruners, my shovels, all the things that I need. When I was out there and I was trying to cut up the bags to open them, I kept losing my scissors. So annoying. So I'm ready. Now I have my hat on. I'm gonna put this on. I have a belt on, so I feel like I'm gonna be a lot more comfortable out there. The sun is starting to peek through, hence the hat. So let's do it. I think this is gonna look really good color-wise. So the way I'm planting it, even though obviously the seedlings are so small, they're going to get up to be the same height as everything here. At least that's what the packaging says. So I'm just going with it. The Maldinis are the shortest ones, so I wanted those in the front. So if you look at it from this point, everything will be, you know, up high, and it'll kind of graduate, and the tallest stuff will be in the back. So I think this is a good start. It took me a minute to find my rhythm, and I started to plant each one individually, and then I realized that creating a trench or a ditch was much easier for spacing. And I think that the spacing was important, and I wanted to get it right. And like I said, it took me a second to find that cadence here, and I forgot to add fertilizer sometimes, but I eventually figured it out, found my rhythm, and that's the fun part of doing new things. We're learning as we go. And here we are. Everybody is planted up. So I just chose the healthiest zinnias that I could find in that tray down there. You can see I have a lot left over, which is exciting. But I've got everything in here. I did go ahead and I took I could have probably kept the pots right on there, but I went ahead and took it out just because. And we'll see how they do, but everything is planted up. Now it's just time to plant up all of our planters. Here's where we're at so far. We are about 3, maybe 4 bags short. So I'm gonna go run to Lowe's and grab some bags of the soil. I also need to get, I think, 3 pots. We'll have one to go here, here, and one back there. So yeah, we still got a little bit of ways to go, but holy jeez, we really did accomplish a lot. And then once I get back, plant it all up, then I'll water everything in. Even though it is supposed to rain tomorrow afternoon, I do want to get a little bit of water on them tonight, because that was an ordeal today. They went through it. This is organization for another day. This guy right here is the only tuber, the only one that did not sprout. We are finally done. Oh my goodness, it has been a long day. I think I've been out here at it for about 10 hours. But it was definitely worth it. Everything is planted up. As things grow, I'm gonna give lots of garden updates. Hopefully, when I come back in and show you what all of this looks like, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So this right here is what it looks like now, and just imagine it with all of the tall, beautiful, multicolored bed here. We've got lots of plants here. We've got Snapdragons and Hibiscus here. I have tried, so I'm testing out. So we've got zinnia here, zinnia here. We've also got one right here. I just want to see, like, can you plant that in one situation? Is it okay to plant them in multiple situations? We've got a daisy, no, a Cosmo in the middle and the zinnia around that. So we'll see how this goes, but we're just trying things this year, obviously. I'm very new to this, so we'll see how everything turns out. I have plugged in other things back here, like we've got the marigolds there, we've got a zinnia there, because I know the marigolds are shorter than the zinnia, so that's how I planted it there. And I know it looks sparse, however, it is definitely going to get much bigger. Zinnias get up to, I think it said 36 inches, so they get pretty tall. So that'll fill this bed up nicely. And then I have a trio of Cosmos right here. We've got one here, here, and here. And then all of the dahlias are back here. And then what I decided to do here was, I've got Snapdragons here. I know that these are planted way too close together. They are probably not gonna like this, but these are going to, because these are hyacinth, so I'm just letting the leaves die down, then I'll take them out, store the bulbs, and just like transplant them with something else. And then at that time, I'll kind of see how the Snapdragons are doing, because I'm kind of thinking that's a little too close. However, I do like the way it looks for now. We've also got Hibiscus here, Hibiscus here, Hibiscus here, and then we've got the Thomas Edison. I transplanted him from one of the other terracotta pots to this one. We've got a Hibiscus here, we've got sage here, another beautiful sage here that actually my neighbor Teresa and Bill, they actually gave this guy to me as like a garden warming party gift. So that was super sweet, but that's planted. And then I've got a Snapdragon here, a couple of Hibiscus here. I love Hibiscus. We've got Gora here. I tossed the Snapdragon back there. And then we've got here, Snapdragon, Hibiscus. We got black scalloped ajuga. We've got Snapdragon, another one there and another one there. And then the black scallops right there. And same kind of little situation. And then I've got my Ike's Girl Dahlia right there. So, oh, and then I've got two daisies here with a Dracaena spiked grass. And I don't know how that's gonna do, because technically that is supposed to not be in full sun. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it's shaded enough, I don't know. But we'll see. So yeah, we are all planted up. We've got the zinnia here. So I've got my 2 rows here of the dahlia. We've got the white perfection here. We've got the mixed dinner plates here. We've got the zinnia here. And then here I've got Thomas Edison, the Glories, the Mottos, and the Maldinis. So these are gonna be pink, orange, yellow, and purple. And then these are multicolored, these will be multicolored, and these will be white. I think that's gonna look super cool. And then the zinnias are multicolored as well, so that's gonna be really neat in there too. So yeah, you guys, I'm very happy that this is done. It has taken me literally all day. I promise to give updates often because I am very just, the anticipation of what this space is going to look like. I just can't. Can you just imagine it? All of the beautiful flowers. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. So again, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I'd love it if you would consider doing so, especially if you want to know when all of these things grow. And like I said, I promise to keep you guys updated. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.